Hello, I am Burning Stone of the LOTRO Gamers, or Fire Noah of Fire Noah Games, as some of you may know me, and I am here with my 8th part in my LOTRO Lore-Master Class walkthrough. If you guys look down here in the bottom left in the chat, it says a new title has been bestowed to me. I am now an Enforcer of the Helm. That means I actually just pre-ordered the base edition of Rohan, or I guess Helms Deep. I got a large bag of Bounder's tokens. It's interesting. And so yeah, I spent, however, I think it was like 40 bucks. Not too bad. And now I have pre-ordered it. I think it's, to me, it was worth it. It looks like it's going to be amazing. Let me apply my buffs to my person here. And yeah, so we just got done talking to Toradan, and we are now in Combe. So I'm going to go on ahead, and for this episode, I'm mainly going to show you guys and introduce you guys to crafting. Sorry if you look, my cursor sometimes doesn't want to stay pressed down. It's actually unhinging at the back, and I need to get probably a new one, or somehow fix it. Anyway, yeah, I pre-ordered Helms Deep, which, well, the class changes and all that kind of stuff. Looks like they're gonna be doing some pretty awesome stuff. I know that Helms Deep is going to be, the big battle of Helms Deep is going to be put into the game, which is really making me happy. It's really gonna be awesome. I wait for my computer to catch up with LOTRO here. Okay, so now I'm gonna head. This is, now that I'm level 8, I can go and start crafting now. Before I do that, I want to look and see if we get any new skills here really quick. This is where the class trainers are. Let's see here. We're looking for Lore-Master Trainer. There we are. Train skills. Ooh, I got 2 new ones. Beacon of Hope. Transfers morale to an ally or companion. So it costs morale and power, but it heals 100 to 150. So that's pretty awesome. Go ahead and train that. Those are all kind of my stance. We'll put my healing stuff over here. And then Gust of Wind. It does 27 to 38 frost damage, and it increases the miss chance of the target for 2 minutes. And it causes damage. It's an AoE too. It has a max targets of 6. So that's pretty cool. We'll put it with my other elements. Alright. And so we're going to leave here, and we'll head to the crafting place. Crafting? Building? I don't know. Anyway, we go up here, where this being the way that we came down out of Arcit, this is the way to get to the crafting stations. Yep, Firefeather. Okay. Is he really level 8? He's actually on level with me. That's kind of cool. I remember it used to be like they had to be 2 levels below you or something. Alright, so this is the crafting hall. There we go. That's the name of it. Crafting hall. So we're at the crafting hall. And if you guys have accepted one of the quests that was sent to you in the mail, it's outfitting yourselves another. And it says to talk to this girl, the Mistress of Apprentices. So we're going to go on and right-click on her. Finish the quest. Okay, I'm here to help you through the very first stages of learning a craft. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. So we'll click Finish now. And this is where we also learn a craft vocation. This is where it kind of gets complicated, yet rewarding in LOTRO. So we have the Mistress of Apprentices. We right-click on her. And if I press T, is crafting. It says you currently do not have a craft vocation. Seek out a master or mistress of the apprentices to begin your study. Monster players are not allowed craft vocations. Alright. Well, I'm a lore master. I can only wear light armor, and I can use staffs as my weapons. Staffs are made out of wood, and light armor is made out of, like, leather. So if I wanted to make, let's explain these here. There are three main, I think there's actually 5 main crafting, and then there's, like, support crafting. The support ones are Prospector, Forester, Farmer, I think? Yeah, those are the support ones. Then you have main ones. You have Metalsmith, Tailor, Weaponsmith, Woodworker, Jeweler, Cook, and then Scholar. So pretty much you need to figure out what you need for your class. Because I'm the lore master, I can only use light armor. Well, the light armor is made by the tailor. What do you get stuff for the tailor? The forester. So I would want to probably use this one if I wanted better armor. But let's say, you know, I want to stay up on my damage, and I'll get a better staff. Well, staffs are made from the woodworker, and woodworker gets stuff from the forester. So I would want to get the woodsman craft vocation. And, you know, some things are different from different classes. You know, if you were a champion and you wanted to stay on top of your DPS, you'd probably go for weaponsmith. You know, or a captain that wanted to stay on his thing. If you wanted, you know, to stay with good stats, you would be a jeweler, because they create jewelry and they boost your stats. But now I'm gonna kind of explain. I'm gonna be the woodsman, and it says, you know, they're the bowyers. You know, do you wish to learn this trade? And you click train, and yes, you can change it as at any time, but it will reset all of your experience and your points towards the one that you already have. So, and then you gotta right-click on her again, and she has 3 more quests.
Would you do something for me?
Introduction to farming, introduction to woodworking, and introduction to forestry. With those being the 3 that I now have in my crafting tab: woodworker, forester, and farmer. So let's go ahead and we'll do farming first, because that one's the farthest away from this building. We'll head out here. I wonder. Requires writing. You know, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to show you guys the LOTRO store. This is the LOTRO store, which I have to give credit to Turbine. I do not own it at all. This is all Turbine. I do own a couple points. Okay. Let's go to account. We're looking for the riding skill, and that allows us to ride a horse. I'm gonna go on the riding skill right there, 95. So it's not too bad. So I'm gonna go to quick buy and place an order. Alright, so it says I purchased it. So now I have the riding skill. And so I actually have 2 steeds I can go ahead and open. I'll click yes on that. I click yes on that one. I better open up my bag too. 25 Bounders tokens, that's not too bad. And that one. Alright, so if we press on K here, I'll do it as I'm walking towards the place. You go to mounts. I have 3 mounts. Steed of the Hammerhead, which I just got from my pre-order. Steed of the Eastman, and Red-clad Horse of the Gap. This one was for buying, I think it was the one that included Dunland. And then the Steed of the Eastman was the one that they just came out with, actual Eastman of Rohan. And then the Steed of the Hammerhead is the one that they're releasing with Helms Deep. And because I pre-ordered it, I can now use that. So I'm actually going to go ahead. we'll take one of these mounts. I've never seen the horse and the hammerhead before, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my horse skill right here, and we'll click on it. Steed of the hammerhead. My guy whistles. Talk about armored. Yeah. Now that's pretty sweet looking. I'll go ahead and, just because I'm doing this, I'll show you my other mounts here. Oh, and to dismount, let's see here. Normally it shows your thing right there. I'm going to go ahead and change my health, my mount display panel, and put it right here. So that way, it's at least somewhat out of the way. Oh gosh, brown bear. Let's try out my new skills, shall we? Gust of wind. Ooh, pretty. And burning embers. Sign of wizards, fire. And he's dead. Alright, let's run away from this guy. Alright, so as I was saying, we'll go to this. Let's look at my other mounts here. We have Steed of the Eastman. See, that one's pretty awesome. And my favorite, actually, because it's red, red-clad Horse of the Gap. Which is pretty awesome. So, that's pretty much it of the mounts. But I'm going to go ahead, I'll keep my hammerhead one down there, and we'll use that. You also might want to know, I actually got 2 new skills of learning when learning a craft. Track wood and track crops. And it tracks crops and logs. Wood. Alright, so we're going ahead and we'll head to the farm right here. Alright, so this is Ponto Underhill. I'm gonna go Introduction to Farming. We'll scroll down for you guys. Continue. Alright, so let's look at the crate. We just got a crate. Apprentice Farmer Starter Pack. It says, open the crate given you by Ponto. Collect the apprentice crop, seed, bucket of water, and a handful of fertilizer. So we'll open this. 3 new items came into our inventory. Okay, you have all the ingredients to make a yellow onion. So normally you would buy a bucket of water, a handful of fertilizer, but you would get apprentice crop seeds by farming. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this. We need yellow onion field. So we'll go on farmer, vegetables, yellow onion field. And it looks like we need a vegetable farmland, which we are now in, we need farming tools. And here's a farming tool, inferior farming tool. And we'll click hide when crafting so you can see what my guy does, and we'll click make. And so my guy takes out this bag of seeds and he starts throwing them on the ground there. Just throwing tons of seeds. And then look at that. Yellow onion field. So we'll right click on this, collect the fair yellow onion crop. Activate the track crops skill. So if we activate tracked crops, it shows us right there, yellow onion field. So we'll right click on this. We'll harvest these onions. We got fair yellow onion crops. We'll loot all. And then using the ingredients you have, pick a yellow onion from the yellow onion crops. So we'll click make all, because we can make 5 of them. Look, my guy's separating the different things. We'll just go on ahead and let him keep on doing that. See, it's making 4 yellow onions. I'm getting 34 EXP per thing that I make. And we'll talk to Ponto again and finish the quest. Alrighty. We'll start heading back now, because now we gotta do Introduction to Woodworking and Introduction to Forestry. And I think that's actually all the time I have for this episode. I ask you would please subscribe so you don't miss this awesome game. And this is Burning Stone signing off.